Hi, this is Eric Beyer of Old Vine, Texas, a new winery tasting room featuring 100% Texas wines from wineries all over the state. We are located in Mansfield, Texas, inside of Ancora Event Center on Broad Street. We have weekly tastings, charcuterie board to enjoy, live music, and a new wine club. Go visit our website at oldvinetexas.com to sign up for our newsletter and learn more. Or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Old Vine, Texas. We'll see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Are you ready to pop your cork? In the left corner at 6'4", 242 pounds, with a record of 45-0, the undisputed.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Will.
Hey, how many bottles of wine have you had?
Well, Will, it's not the wine. I'm just so excited about the podcast.
Yeah, I am too. This is not a boxing match. This is We Know Texas Vino.
Welcome back, friends, to We Know Texas Vino Season 3. Now, before we get started with this episode, I want to give a huge shout out to Whitney and Tom at 5FiftyFive Winery and Vineyards in Valley View, Texas, for allowing us to have our Season 3 kickoff party. Go check them out, support them, and have some amazing wines. Now, our Season 3 is going to be bigger and better. We are now offering video podcasts so you can see us and the ones we're having on YouTube. We are also going to be doing a special episodes, and we will be doing some more takeovers of Texas wineries. So stay tuned for all these special events. Now, I know this episode is a week late, and I do apologize, but I do strive to provide the best episodes for you all. This episode had some challenges and took me longer than expected to edit it. So, with that being said, I have done everything I can to adjust the volumes of the people's voices and the background sounds, but you can hear our guests and our discussions that we have. This will be a 2-part episode due to it being 3 hours long. The full video will be available on YouTube later this week. We are excited about Season 3, and you will be too. Hope you enjoy this. Cheers. Hey, everybody. Welcome to We Know Texas Vino. We are celebrating the kickoff, our Season 3 podcast season.
3 years. Short.
It's been 3 fast years.
Well,
it has been 3 years.
Well, I mean, 2 years. We're starting our 3rd year.
Informative and an adventure.
Yes.
It has been.
Lots of friends.
Lots of friends. Yes, I like that. Developing new palettes of taste.
The Texas calibrated palate.
Yes, the Texas calibrated.
Coming soon to a T-shirt near you.
I'm not privy to that joke.
Well, yeah, because we made it up. So she was at Kiefersall, and we were talking about it with Neil, and Neil said it's a calibrated palette for Texas wines. And you said, we need to make that a T-shirt.
Did I?
He tried and
Yes, you did. I might have had a little bit of wine.
A little bit?
I did have 2 glasses. Yes, you did.
You were double fisted.
I was double fisted.
Don't do that, Robert, on air.
she had red and white. Never mind.
No, she was mixing doing rosés.
Hey, I smell the pizza cooking.
Uh-oh. So real quick before we get into that part, I know, man. So real quick, this is We Know Texas Vino. Again, we're celebrating, kicking off our Season 3 of our podcast here. I've got my amazing mom here that has been with me doing this since day one. I think she was kind of skeptical about it at first, but she's here now. And then I've got my stepdad, Robert, a.k.a. Hutch. He's been wonderful doing this also with me. He loves doing this. In fact, when I sneak away, he tries to get on air while I'm not here.
No, not me. No, never. I'm going to spin some tunes. Quick.
And then we got the beautiful Lorinda from the Texas Wine Lover here.
Larry will get you everywhere.
She drove all the way down here from Abilene.
I blew in this morning.
Just for me. And the wine.
Wine.
Well,
Always the wine.
Always the wine.
Any excuse to get back out to my OG favorite wine area.
Oh, you're going to OG?
My OG favorite.
Oh,
wine
OG
area.
favorites. Oh, I was like to say, wait a minute. You're here at 5:55. You've lost yourself somewhere.
That would be a drop.
no, she didn't get there until about 10 o'clock. It wasn't 5:55.
Well, real quick, we're going to hit a couple of things right quick. So first off, guys, y'all can find us out there online at weknowtexasvino.wine. Go out there and check us out. We're going to start trying really hard to make sure we have all of our information about our show out there, so that way you can go out there and find anything about the show and where we're going to be at. And then on top of all that, you can also find us out there on the web at
We Know Texas Vino on Facebook as well. So again, we're out here at 555. Yes, sir.
Also, the podcast is on Spotify now.
Oh, yes. Well, it's always Spotify, Apple Podcast. Okay, now that we got glasses here and Tom's coming over here, let's all toast this off.
All right.
Kick it off for season 3.
Season 3. Cheers. We Know Texas Vino. So going back to Spotify real quick, if you're just new to this podcast, you can go back to the very, very first one 2 years ago, and you can sit there and binge watch all of them. It's very, very good, very exciting, and then you understand the enthusiasm that's going on here. What do we got today, Will?
So, Tom?
Sweaty.
Yeah, why don't you tell us? There is a microphone, sir.
Yeah. Grab a mic there, Tom. This sounds amazing.
In your honor, Will, and Loretta's, of course, and everybody, we're kind of having a taste of our newly bottled, most recent addition to our menu, and that is the 21 Tempranillo. Really smooth, and excited to hear what you think about it.
Oh, man, this is...
Well, I already see that there's a hole in my glass because it's already gone down quite a bit.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That is very nice.
that's very nice. Very, very good.
That's really excited about this. That's really and also very excited to possibly get you all a taste of the bourbon barrel version of this, which is
And we know what we call those.
Well, that becomes what we call it again?
A very, very scary bottle.
Very poor knot. Poor choice knot.
really smooth. So I'll bring that up.
Oh.
Some more conversation. That way it doesn't get scary too soon.
Yeah, let's wait for scary till the end. But yes, this Tempranillo is amazing.
It is.
That's the one thing I love about Texas is we've made some really great Tempranillos. I've drank a lot from California and Spain recently, just to kind of compare it more. And I'm just because I'm Texan and I'm more partial for my state, but I really like the flavors that Tempranillo provides here from Texas.
Tempranillo is my favorite.
Yeah.
If you were a good flower, and I had to take it out of it. Different.
Yes. I like that. It's not bad. It's just different.
With your calibrated palate. Going back to the bourbon barrels, I've noticed more and more now in the market that's coming to the forefront, where they're taking their outstanding wines and they're getting them into the barrels. And just like she said, not that I've tried all of them out there, but I tried to try them, and they're all unique to that wine. And this is going to be exciting to see what you guys got.
And the bourbon barrel that you choose, the whiskey that was in it, I think also either complements or doesn't. So we were very intentional with that. We selected one of Vineyard Branches and Mason Whiskeys for our bourbon barrel Tempranillo. It was aged 120 days, and one of their whiskeys is called Chicken Duck.
Yeah.
Chicken
Duck, and it is amazing.
It is. I've had that.
It's kind of like that Tadarkan.
They have two lines. They have 1840 and they have Chicken Duck, and we felt like the Chicken Duck would be a really good match.
Yeah.
And it really.
Outstanding. We'll be here all day. Well, till 3 o'clock.
Well, yeah, till 3 o'clock. At least a minimum. Till 3 o'clock. And we'll get Tom back up here more, as he drinks.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
This is work? Yes, I know.
Yeah, the boss is downstairs. She might be yelling at me pretty soon. Yep,
Thanks, Tom. Thank you, Tom. This is very good.
Tempranillo is not, it's like hit or miss for me. It's not, but
Tonight for me is a very big hit or miss. Like
Tempranillo is the same way.
I mean, I just like you said, Mom. Wine it's different. It's not a bad wine. It's just different, and it may not hit your palate like you expect it to be. You're expected to taste like XYZ Winery's Tempranillo, and you try it, and you're like, yeah, this is not the same as XYZ, but it's not bad. It's just different.
Dryer.
Well, you know,
But to me, this doesn't have. Usually, when I think, to me, it's what I think of traditional Texas Tempranillo. It's got like a leather, sometimes a little pepper on the finish.
Smoky, yeah.
I don't. This is real mellow. It's real fruit forward.
Yeah, I never thought about the Texas flavors that come through in a lot of them, and one of them is the oak and the smokiness. And
I like it. I like it. It's real. It's not. It doesn't have the leather and the smoky. I'm not big on that in my wines. Oh yeah. It's just not my. It's not that it's bad. It's just not my taste. Yeah. It's like my dad and I. We have completely opposite taste when it comes to a Tempranillo. He likes the smoke and the leather and the pepper. That's just like not my. It's got a little, but it's not in your face. It's more fruit forward, which is what I like.
and to think this too, we're coming in, our palates are super clean. So we came in with no.
Well,
Because sometimes you
I have Dr. Pepper palate right now.
Well, what I mean is, we didn't hate any pickles.
Yeah, no food. No food. Y'all
because you're drinking wine. Come on.
Come talk. Come on. I can't. Y'all both come.
We're not streaming. We're just recording. You need to fix. You don't have to fix your hair though. Your hair's a mess.
Okay. Do you want them over here?
Yeah. Have this right next to you.
All right.
And give them a headset.
Travis, I'm good. How are you? Bad dog. Hey.
Well, we had to get together with you because I
Give them a headset.
left the big legs too long with you.
Oh, that's all right. Okay.
That was Cedar Hollow.
I wasn't supposed to bring my wine. Well, I don't know.
And then just pull the microphone up to you.
Right here?
Yeah, just
You can pull it.
You can actually really pull it up to you.
There you go.
And get up close to it, just like we are right now. Are you shy?
No.
I know you're not. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right. So, introduce yourself.
My name is Karen Kilcrease.
Okay.
I'm a certified Texas wine specialist.
Oh,
I have taught at several tasting rooms throughout my business.
okay.
And Texas wine.
Pull the microphone just a little bit closer.
And I love Texas wine.
Hey, looky there. You're in good company now.
I know. It's the best.
That's right. Cheers.
Yes, sir.
I'm also a certified Texas wine specialist. And basically following through all this wine research. And again, I just love Texas wine.
Yeah. And that's what I'm here for, is to promote. I love doing this. Y'all probably heard my story multiple times, but 5 years ago, I fell in love with Texas wines, and I wanted to know more about the winemakers and stuff. And here we are. 3 years later, we're starting season 3 of this podcast. And yeah, so what is your favorite varietal? So, okay, we're going to do it with white. What's your favorite white varietal? Viognier. They have a really good Viognier. I wish they would have an IV bag of it, and I can just put it in my arm, when I first came here and drank their Viognier, I had a sample, their tasting of it, and I was blown away by it. And then I bought a bottle of it, and I drank it, and I only drank about half of it. And I went home, and I had some spicy chicken pad thai left over from the day before, and I wanted to eat that. And so I was drinking the rest of that Viognier while I was eating that, and I'm like, oh my God. It was just a perfect pairing right there. And it was a level 3 spicy, not a level 5. Now when I get ready to drink their Viognier with it, I do a level 5 spicy. And it actually literally levels it out. So it's not as
This
depth.
is a really good, different thing.
Yes.
That's the one reason I like it, but I like a full bottle white red. And I'm not a Chardonnay person.
Yeah, I ain't either.
This is everything I like.
Yeah. You know,
It's been for like 10 years.
yeah, I'm not a big Chardonnay person either. I mean, there's only 2 vineyards in Texas that I've drank Chardonnay from, and I'll continue doing it. One of them, I torment Lorinda.
He does. He does.
Yeah, I torment Lorinda every time I'm out in the vineyard. I act like I'm cutting the vines in the clusters.
It's bad. He does.
Oh, and she threatens to kill me.
I'm like that. I'm like, don't be messing with my Chardonnay out there at RK.
Exactly what she's saying.
Oh yeah, RK, I love that. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Me too.
All right. So what's your favorite wine?
My favorite really is a Vineyard as well. One of those Texas vineyards does make a wonderful cider. I don't like Chardonnay. Drink everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who is that? RK.
Well,
RK.
have you had a Degavinos Chardonnay?
I have only been there one time. I haven't been back. It's not because I didn't want to. Just when we head that direction, we got a lot of pickups.
Six.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to that. I don't remember trying that, so I guess I'm not going to
Yeah. So he does it the exact same way as Grayson does with his Chardonnay. He puts it in stainless steel tanks and not buttery, not oaky.
I know. I want to try it.
Yeah.
I want to try it.
I know some bottles are.
Who
I know where some bottles are.
has some?
His name is not Rain with ill.
Oh. Okay. Might find a barter to trade or something maybe with him.
Well, I mean, I think I only have 2 bottles. You have to be very special for me to trade that one off.
I might have something really good to trade.
Yeah,
I don't know what, but
You know, my collection at the house just surpassed like 300 bottles. I have nowhere to put bottles right now. I'm out.
well, y'all. I mean, I've got some stashed in my office at work. 'Cause it's like
So that's what's great. She gets to have wine at her work.
I
Actually, you know
don't
what?
drink it. Disclaimer: I don't drink. I've never
What's your
opened.
boss's name?
John.
And what's his number?
No. I think not. You saw that story. He came in my office one day and I had a wine club shipment from Reddy. My box was there. He walked in my office and he was like, "Is that wine?" And I said, "Well, yeah." He's like, "What you got?" And I opened it up and there was like a Cab Reserve and I forget what else there was. And he's like, "This one's mine." And it was the Cab Reserve. I was like, "I'll sell it to you." I charged him full price. I didn't tell him I got wine club discount, but
Gotta make money somehow or another. By the way,
Hey.
that's considered bootlegging.
that's okay. Hey,
You just admitted to bootlegging online. I'm gonna blackmail you now. All right. So, what is your favorite red varietal? You know,
She and I was, that's the
great minds.
you know, and you know what I had last night.
I know, I saw it, but you know what I was drinking at home though.
No,
Same thing.
I was too busy eating Uncle's pizza and drinking Cab Franc.
Oh, I was drinking the same thing.
Oh,
I was still drinking that bottle.
you still drinking that bottle?
It's gone now.
Oh, I was fixing to say you put a nipple on that bottle and you put a nurse on it.
I have to drink. I enjoy my good bottles of wine. So yes, it took me 3 days.
You got no audio over there? Very little? Well, because probably the volume needs to be turned up on it. Is that better? All right. So, Cab Franc. Now, we were at Old Vine, Texas, down in Mansfield. You been there yet?
I have not. I know the owners
You need to go.
from other places, but yes.
Okay. Eric and Emily. Amazing people. They're actually one of my sponsors for the show. I was out there last night to talk to Uncle because I told Eric about Uncle's Pizza.
Uncle's is great.
Well, you know he's here right now, right?
No,
Yeah, he's serving pizza.
You can smell it.
Can you not smell the pizza?
I'm kind of
Stopped up? Well, you know, there's some antihistamines out in my truck. Now, they might jack up your palate, but.
But my second favorite, I have a second favorite.
Okay.
Is Texas Malbec.
You know,
I truly love Texas Malbec.
this man right here, I had a bottle of Malbec from Lisa Christopher, and I had it just for me and him to smoke a cigar with, okay? We sit on the back porch. It was a beautiful evening, okay? This actually led to having us 4 bottles that night and some other things happening. But, not bad. I mean...
That won't be repeated on air.
It's not bad. I mean, it was the next day it was bad. But we get on the back patio, and I'll tell you who the name it is in a second. And I said, Robert, I've been saving this bottle of Malbec to smoke a cigar with you. He goes, okay. So we go on the back porch. Nice little, not cold, but not hot night. Good enough to put the fire pit on. So we're sitting there, and we got some good classic rock playing and stuff. And we're firing up the cigar, and we pour some wine. And we're sitting there. I'm smoking my cigar, and I'm drinking the wine. We're talking, having a good conversation and stuff. And I reached over to grab the bottle to pour another glass. And the bottle was empty. And I was like, what happened to the bottle? And he goes, I don't know. It has a hole in it. And I was like, yeah, his name is Robert.
It just disappeared.
What's wrong?
I need change.
I don't have change.
I need what's that?
I don't have any change. Oh, actually, hang on.
I have $1. You got it?
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. We're having a raffle also. So I've got some Dr. Seuss chocolate up here, and I need to get some bottles of wine from downstairs also put up here to raffle off. You know, so we're gonna have a good time, and then we got actually nothing but cakes. You know, if you want one, take it. You know, if you feel like you need to leave a donation, and we got wine cups there as well. What the? Oh, I just saw something get thrown and heard something go clink. So, but okay. So we sat there and had that Malbec from Lisa Christopher's where it came from, and it was amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, and it was good with cigars.
I like those too. So yeah.
That's one I'm hit or miss on too as well. I don't like them when they've got that heavy licorice.
Yeah, this was
star anise flavor. That's just not my cup of tea.
This was like a silky chocolate flavor.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It was amazing. Then the cigars that we had with it was a perfect pairing. Perfect pairing.
Sandra Lexi.
Ooh. Yeah. Yep, and then you're trying to figure out where the hole was in the bottle, and you realize the hole's at the very top. You know, that's always a bad thing. You know, you finish the bottle not realizing it, and then you're like, man, I need another bottle. But then you go to the refrigerator or your rack, wherever you have your wine, and you look, and you're like, I don't have another one. Dadgummit.
That's kind of a hard situation.
You know.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about that.
That's why I have so many bottles, because I've got lots of ones left, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to drink it. Oh,
exactly.
I don't want to drink that one.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of wines that I've got that are one bottles. I love them, and I don't want to drink them because I know if I drink it, I'm not going to get that again.
It'll never be replaced.
But at the same time, I want to drink it because I want to relive that moment when I was drinking that wine.
That's a very hard decision.
It is.
Those are hard decisions. Every evening it's a hard decision.
We do so many one-offs and let rest.
Uh-huh.
Last one, it's like, right?
Yep.
And all of a sudden you go,
Yes.
You just cave. You cave. You cave.
Cave's way easier than I do. I'll go and go, oh, I can't do that one.
Yeah. See, I've got one wine fridge that's dedicated to I'm not going to drink it now. It's my last bottle. Let it sit.
Yes. Well, you know.
And I don't even go look in there anymore. I just don't.
So last year in November, not 2023, 2022, I had a bottle that was given to me from not from Bob Landon, but somebody who was a member of Landon. It was at that time, it was a 12-year-old Texan. Yes. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not going to open this. I'm not going to open this. And I finally decided to open it. When we first completed our first year of this podcast, I opened it with Robert, my mom, a couple of friends, Michael, and everybody else. We sat outside, had charcuterie. We opened that bottle of wine, and I poured enough for everybody to have a little sample of it. And I took the first sip of it. And I took that sip, and I'm like, yeah, y'all need to put this back in the bottle. It's not fit to drink. And they're like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, it's not fit to drink. But let me go ahead and finish what I got here so y'all don't have to worry about it. But let me tell you something. That was the most amazing bottle of wine, Texas wine, that I ever drank. Because when I first got into this, Texas wine wasn't holding over 5 to 6 years, and then it started turning down.
I'm always still concerned about that.
Yes.
You know, myself, just when I look at Texas wine, I'm not talking about wine.
Oh, I don't drink anything other than Texas wine, so I have nothing to compare to.
Very rarely do I, but that's not what this podcast is.
Well, I mean, we do discuss other wines, how they fared in Texas. I mean, it's always an open discussion. Oh, yeah, see, now you just opened a can of worms there.
Well, you talk about age and vintage. I mean, look, there's some wineries that are releasing some older vintages wine still today. I mean, look at Keepersall.
Robert Mason. Oh, Robert Clay. I mean, some of his is at least 3 years before he drink it. You know, his oldest one is I was there last year. He had doing a traditional port. The barrels were sitting outside getting all the heat and all like that, and he was going on I think 8 years. He wanted to do a 10 years on that barrel before he served it. Yeah, and it was amazing the 8 years that we sit on.
You know, I've got a couple over there that I seen just today that are the 17 vintage, which was an absolute wonderful.
Those are most of the ones I sit on, or the 17s, because 17 was a phenomenal year.
You know, they're 8 years old.
Yeah.
Texas wine. So I'm always thinking, you know, if I don't open them soon, then I'm going to just keep them as a souvenir.
Well,
you know, one of the display bottle type things.
You know how to fix that problem, right? And this is going to be a plug. I'm going to have to actually contact him for this. Just buy a Corbin.
Well, I have a Corbin.
I mean, that way you can just go there and get you a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not. And you're not.
See, I'd be like, that would be it. One taste, I'd be like, oh, I need more, and that would be the end of it.
No, what will happen is she'll puncture the cork, and then also the cork will come out with it also.
I know. It'll just be by accident. I'd be like, man, I have to go ahead and drink it. Oh, darn.
There's a reason why when you open a bottle of wine, it goes pop.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
It doesn't need more anymore because
they've used it so much.
Get it off the rack and it goes flying. Oh, now you've come to me.
See, that works for me because I'm the only one at my house that drinks wine. So you know, a bottle can last a day.
Wow! Did you really just throw him under the bus like that?
Poor Craig.
There was no horn, no nothing like that. She just went right through. Oh, look, there's a speed bump.
Just plowed right over.
Sitting in the back of the van.
Oh, now I know Bingham is one of the few wineries in Texas, and Landon's one of those that their wines actually held over for a long time.
Well, and I'm hoping that because I really need to open one of those.
Well, I tell you what, if you need a sacrificial lamb, I'll be there. Now it may take a half a bottle for me to tell you it's good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's for the cause. I got to do
all in the name of Texas wine. That's right. The sacrifice is made.
It's called scientific studies.
The sacrifice is made.
Oh man!
But we do have a real variety.
But so let's talk about why a lot of vineyards and a lot of wineries don't have some of the older vintages anymore.
Well, because probably they sold out.
Well, that too, but a lot of the smaller wineries, they don't. Yeah. It's like they don't have enough space to have huge quantities. So it's like what they have to turn over quick, and they don't have the ability to sell her like they would like to.
If you were a small winery, you can't get cases.
So you know.
Yep.
Those are the guys and gals that are out there. They just
Yeah. So, you know, we talked about that when we did the takeover at Coopersall.
Yes. Yep.
And, you know, that was one of my big comments was the mom and pops can't afford to. And I was contacted on the side after that from a couple of people saying that the requirements for entrance weren't near as strict and didn't require as much as they used to.
Right.
maybe they're realizing that Texas wines are moving up in the ranks. So they're maybe, like you said, hey, let's make this available on
Yeah. Well, that are
the people too.
Well, you know, like TF Vineyards, you know, if I want to do an amateur wine, my wine there, I have to provide them, I think they said one case. But when you do these big competitions like San Antonio, Houston, what is the Texas International one? You've got to provide like 10, 15, 20, 30 cases. Yeah. And some, yeah.
But apparently there's some that used to require a lot, and now they don't require as much. So these smaller batch wineries that don't have room to cellar are able to now submit.
Yes.
When they first started in Texas, there was 30 people in that family. And so it takes a lot of wine to get 30 people.
Right.
So the last couple of years, I was scattered out.
That's a lot of wine. Yeah.
Well, when I did well, I mean, you have to know people that know people that know people that know people.
Some names.
Dang, I'm trying to get inclusive or exclusive.
We were great by how we chose those wines. I didn't make it through the whole 24 wines.
I know.
Well, you're not supposed to drink everything you get.
Yeah, so that was during the people's tent,
the VIP.
Well, my problem was that was, my goal was to try one from every winery that was in there, and then I got hold of Chuck, and then I got hold of James, and then it was done. By the time I hit James,
there's no getting away once you get into that. That's like no.
But I like how they had them spaced out. Chuck was on the far beginning side, and James was on the far inside.
James kept saying, "Hey."
No, that was Chuck. Yeah, Chuck was like, you didn't come over and check this out. You didn't come over and check this out.
Yeah, because you haven't been to Bull Lion yet.
I have not. He did.
That's why he knew.
He gave me a bottle of his, was it Texanti? Texianti, yes.
It's a Texas.
Chianti, yes. Yes. He gave me a bottle that I have yet to open that up yet.
What year is it, Dina?
99. Ooh. 99. I don't know.
He didn't make one.
I was just going to see your reaction.
Well, you don't know. You don't know because he doesn't put the vintage on his labels. He doesn't put the vintage on his labels.
I was just going to say how long it took you to realize that your brain stopped for just saying like,
it did. I'm thinking, what is he talking about?
We wonder that every day.
Oh, and you know what? I wonder that every day myself.
Me too.
And you ride in the car with him.
Hey, I was about that with Mark. He actually did sleep on the way here.
I was like,
I'm an IT guy. I'll sleep anyway.
You slept on the way up here too.
What's that?
You slept on the way up here too.
Oh yeah, I turned the cruise control. I was gone.
I No, the car is like autopilot.
Yeah.
Okay, so
A wine autopilot to the winery.
Texas winery, that.
Yeah, Texas.
Let's talk about that for just a second. So I've actually noticed, and I hate AI. I'm going to make that very clear. I
I'm
hate
not
AI.
a fan.
But I've noticed the last couple of times my AI has triggered on my phone, it immediately tells me where the nearest Texas winery is. Not winery, but Texas winery.
Well, it all has to do with your searches. So, and so, yeah, I've had that happen to me too. Just it pops up at the bottom of the thing going, and I'm going, sitting in my recliner. I really don't need to do this.
It's like a hint.
Yeah.
Well, here's what's even more funny is if you're sitting there watching TV and you have your phone sitting there out there, and also they have one of those commercials that come up and talk about Gemini and Google AI and stuff, and then all of a sudden they say, "Hey Google," and all of a sudden my phone pops up and goes, "The nearest winery is," and I'm like, what are they doing with my TV?
Yeah.
Maybe that's something like the Texas wineries got together and they're paying some kind of fee, you know, for some promotion.
Yeah.
Well, here's a funny story. So
Look at your mom working.
hey, she's hustling.
She's making some bank.
You stop at 2 tables or you talk to 2 tables? She's just pointing over the ledge. She said something about jump. I thought she said jump over the ledge.
Take your headphones. You'll very away.
Yeah. So there's an episode of South Park where they actually made fun of Alexa and Google, and they had it set up where Google will say, "Hey Alexa," and then Alexa will say, "Hey Google," and they started doing back and forth, and he triggered like 30 units all at once. It was great. It was hilarious.
My funny one is when originally from Scotland, so they have guys from the Scottish accent trying to talk. It's making it a little frustrating.
Yes.
You have to be careful how close you put those near your television. Because I was watching a movie yesterday, someone on the TV said, they talked to Alexa, and all of a sudden when Alexa came up and said, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you."
I was like, "What are you looking around at?"
It's like, oh my God.
I'm trying to figure out what you're looking at. I'm like,
Well, no, I wasn't looking at you. I'm just saying, you know, when your Alexa just comes on and talks to you after you one.
but yeah, I can sit right here and say, "Hey Google." Oh, now it comes on. Oh.
I was asleep there. Your Google.
Oh.
That's why
It never sleeps. What are you talking about? So, now, besides 555, what is your favorite Texas winery? Now, I know that's kind of like me saying,
That's
which
a
one's your
loaded
favorite
question.
kid?
that's really a loaded, very.
So,
Can you name one in the different areas?
yeah, let's say North Texas, East Texas, Hill Country, and High Plains.
I still couldn't do that.
East Texas, I don't have a favorite really. I've been to Enoch. Well,
Enoch is great. You need to go to Twisted Pine.
I have had some from Twisted Pine.
He's got a Sanjo that's good.
And okay, and I may have one.
Keeper salt.
I have not been to Cooper.
Girl.
I know.
Okay, you need to get off. You're done. I'm putting you on mute.
I know. You're banished. Why haven't been
We
to
went to
Keeper
East
salt?
Texas. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
We did not go south enough to go to Kearsarge. We stayed in the Jefferson.
Yes.
But we also
Athens.
do at least one of them every year in winter.
Yeah.
Texas Wine Festival, which is absolutely wonderful because it's all the ones around there.
Yep.
And that's where I've tried several.
Yeah.
And so I do have 2 or 3 bottles. I can't tell
You
you.
have to go. Y'all
Oh,
have to go.
yeah. You need to
We're going to meet you there at one time and then we both we didn't.
I haven't made my plans for the year, so
Okay, well, we have to get back on it.
Blake. I said Flake.
huh?
Flake.
What?
Muscat. Mustang.
Yeah, they have the experience.
Right.
Because it grows.
Yeah, it's
We've got it on our property. We're trying to figure this is crazy.
now, Well, but now do you know?
Pizza.
If you've ever raised pears, there's a really cool thing. So that you can put a window on
Right. I'm trying to get his head to grow some.
So have you had? So here's your chance to have some Uncle's Pizza.
I have had Uncle's.
Oh, you have? Well,
I've never
you
had
hadn't
Uncle's
today.
pizza.
No, I haven't had
Yeah, you need to get a slice. I mean, I ate two of them last night. So
there's another vineyard out there called
Bella de la. I don't say it right, but I know what you're talking about, and I like it out there.
The first two wines they made a cabinet.
You want to? I don't want anyone.
I do.
Lorette.
I don't have some pizza.
And it's a really small winery.
Yeah.
I enjoy going out there. In fact, I think I've got a couple of bottles of their wine left at the house right now.
I got something from them because I come home with 2 or 3 or 4 bottles from that wine festival.
Yes.
And so that's really cool because I'll go around and do all the tastings and I'll write them down.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all have to go out and go to Keep
Yeah. You need,
That's like an all day.
we're actually going out to Los Pinos tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to go out there.
I'm going to Linda too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're going. They've never been there, and with me being at Twigga, I'm going to do we did this last year at Twigga here in Denton. Every hour we had a winery sponsor for each hour, and they gave us wine. We talked about their wine. We poured that wine during that hour, and so I'm doing it again this year. And this year I'm trying to get some from North Texas, East Texas, the Hill Country, and High Plains, so that way I can represent all 4 parts of Texas. And so I'm going to try to get Los Pinos and Kiefer Saul. And then I've got a couple of them up here that already says yes. And then I got a couple down in the hill country that I'm waiting on. And then High Plains. I'm trying to get hold of a couple of pairs. So, yeah. So
to answer Lorenda's question, we got way off of the subject. I like Enoch Stomp, East Texas.
Oh, the different for the different regions.
Hill Country. Well, one of them is Hill Country, which I love, is Ron Yates.
Mm-hmm.
I love Ron Yates, but I love Newsom, which is actually High Plains,
Right.
which I love. And then up here,
I know.
and then that because I see them all the time.
I can't do it.
I know.
I can't do it.
I'm a member of Arcade Brewhouse, OG Cellars, and Arthur Cellars. So
not Landon.
I'm not Landon, but I don't count that in East Texas or because it's sitting in the middle of Grapevine. Like,
I know. I've seen you come in there many times.
so there you go. See.
You've seen me in there?
I go to no.
I've seen you a couple times in Grapevine. I've seen both y'all come in.
Yeah, we usually come in together.
Yeah.
Come in.
Yeah.
And we also like to go to the sound.
Yes.
Really like that and the way they've expanded and made that big.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get 3 bottles. 3. Have them pick. That's gonna be for the raffle also.
Do you need your? I know your tastings over there on the table.
Y'all need y'all's wine over here. I mean,
I need mine. I don't know what those are ours. I don't remember what.
yeah,
Whatever the
one bottle per person per winner.
It's not rich in any of it. First one.
Yeah, this is the 2021
Is
Tempranillo.
That's next.
Is it still Malbec?
It may be the Malbec.
I like them if it's Malbec.
So we covered East Texas and we covered North Texas.
Yes.
And what'd you say for the Hill Country? Ron Yates.
Ron Yates is my favorite country winery. However, he gets a lot of things from Plains and a lot of things from his stuff in California because it's hard for me to say. That's why I love Newsom.
Well, see, here's what's crazy. a lot of wineries in Texas get their grapes from the hill country. So if I was to get a North Texas wine or an East Texas wine or a hill country wine, and I want to do a hot plains, well, I just deal with their wines.
And that's an exact right. Because they share. They all share, and that's the cool thing about that. So,
Yep.
as I said, I can't really say that Ron Yates is hill country just because
Thank you,
he
sir.
gets his grapes from
Thank you.
all over.
Right.
He's fixing to do
And they are adding a new huge taste.
Well, Ron Yates,
Yes, they're adding a new huge.
Tempranillo, that's it. That's his favorite
That
wine.
is his favorite wine, and he makes some fabulous Tempranillo.
See, I don't remember. I don't know that I've ever tried his. I think one of my favorite ones that I had at Ron Yates was a couple of years ago, and it was his Albarino. It was phenomenal.
You know, if we talk about hill country wines, I have a hard time trying to pick my favorite one there because each one I have a memory there of something I drank.
Right.
Like, for example, Cibonnet.
Oh, Cab Franc.
Absolutely.
So
Cab Franc.
the Cab Franc is amazing, but
On point.
my memory is when I went there did his episode, he brought me a Cuban sandwich and brought me a bottle of Albarino. He actually made me try some smoked oysters that he was cooking for that event that night, and gave me I bought a bottle of Albarino, and he brought me a cigar. And I've never in a million years thought about doing a cigar in a white wine.
He makes such
I
fabulous
wouldn't either.
cigars.
I just assume a cigar goes with the red.
Yes. Yeah. And when I did, so I told him this, but I want to do it at Cibonnet with him so he could taste it. So we're doing the whole Twiga stuff, and I'm hoping they'll come down 2 days before Twiga, and we'll go over to Fredericksburg to Cibonnet, and we'll have a Cuban sandwich and cigars.
Isn't it Tuesdays and Fridays that they do? There's 2 days a week.
I think so.
I know they don't do them on Saturdays.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to make a call and something like that. We're gonna have to call and make a special reservation.
What's that one?
And then Lisa Christopher. Have you been to Lisa Christopher? Need to go. They make an amazing method champagne.
Champenois.
Champenois. Sorry. Champenois. We got to do the wall thing too.
Well, it's kind of like saying Alicante Boucher. It's Alicante Boucher.
Well, actually, I got corrected by Bob the other day. It's not even, it's Bouchette.
Well, I say Boucher.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
I know. Wrong podcast.
My New Year's Eve wine was at least Christopher, her sparkling Trebbiano.
Oh,
It's
oh
phenomenal.
my gosh, that's amazing.
So good.
This is the last one.
What are you drinking there?
Well, I'm
Tonight.
drinking tonight now. This is, I didn't get any more tonight.
That's next.
Well, I'll tell you how it tastes. Okay.
Love it.
He's so nice. He's so thoughtful. It's really good.
Again, sacrificial lamb. So what are you drinking? Same thing. You know, Tanat for me is very hit or miss.
Yes.
I'm not
That's
gonna,
a hit.
I'm not going to say the winery, but one of the Tanats I drank it, my first Tanat I drank at a winery, it was so dry that my tongue stuck to the top of my mouth. And I
haven't been known to be like that.
And I can't do that. But literally a week later, I was down at Rustic Spur and had her Gramps.
Oh, Gramps is amazing.
I bought 2 bottles of that right there. And then when we went to
The West Texas Wine Festival.
he gave me a half bottle there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I love Dave.
I didn't drink that going home or anything, I promise.
Amazing tonight. They make an amazing tonight.
Yes, they make a great Tanat. And then someone else up here makes a Tanat that's really good. Who is it?
Blue Ostrich had a really good one.
Maybe it was Blue Ostrich.
They had one they did one a couple of vintages that was really good. I think it was the first one I tried. I take that back. Gramps was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I was gifted a bottle by Lori Ware, and that was my first tonight. And then I think after that, I know I had another one, but it was just not my cup of tea at all. And then Blue Ostrich.
Yeah.
I've had theirs, and theirs was really good. And then I had theirs here, and theirs. I think my first visit out here, I left with a bottle of their tonight.
So
it is good.
I do this all the time, but we're gonna start with Robert. Robert, name the first bottle of wine that you had and the memory that went with it. Can't be dirty.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I want to
Yes,
know.
Texas wine.
Because we're old. Right.
Texas wine.
You're off the left on the head. I really can't. I just know that memories are crazy with wine because that's what changes.
Right.
Exactly.
Man, I like how he just kind of like hit the topic, but then he blanketed the whole conversation and just kind of ended it off for everybody else.
There you go. It's like what we're supposed to say.
How are we supposed to top that now?
Only because years and years ago, young lady by the name of Jenny Brown, I don't know if she's been around this Texas wine.
Oh, driftwood, yes. Mm-hmm.
That was an eye-opening experience because we used to stuff a little bit of California, and we were just tolerating, just enjoying it, getting reduced with it. But after we sat there 30 minutes drinking those wines, automatically became wine consumers, and lived on Texas ground. So I had to stand at one thing. I remember the Cabernet,
Wow.
Which is one of the first things.
Wow. Interesting.
And then I'm going to have to kind of back that up, but I have a particular audience, not just the cats. I have 14 dark formers.
Oh, look at you.
And I have a signed bottle.
Oh. Yeah, there's some things you just don't open.
But I love the dark former, and that's really what really set me off on Texas wine.
Yeah. Nice.
And that's when, that was even before that was really good. I evolved over different things from different villages there, and kind of got into Texas.
That one's always one of their award winners.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Dirt Farmer is so good.
It is. It is. It always is. It's just that blend of those grapes, that combination is nice. I'm a real red wine blend.
Yeah. Which Texas is really known for the blends.
Yes. For me, those are the ones, besides, like he said, like the Sandro Mason. Those are good because they're easy to drink.
Right.
Yeah.
But the red blends tend to be very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And especially from how grapes.
Right.
They just really make it.
They're always bold and jammy.
Yes.
Bold and
yes.
jammy.
Full and easy to drink most of the time.
Yep. Miranda. And go.
I know. I think I'm going to have to throw this back to a time at Marker Cellars. Years and years and years ago, probably one of our first or second visits out there, they had a Chamberson.
Oh.
You don't see it anymore.
Yeah, you don't see it anymore.
Very much ever. But it was the first red wine that Mom and I just were like, oh.
Yeah.
And Mom was like, no red wine at the time. I don't think I was really drinking red wine either. But it's like that was like our red wine. And it's like he had it for a couple of years and then it was gone. And, he gifted me. We went back several years later. It was after Mom passed. And Dad and I were out there and Rogers came out and he was like, hey, I have something for you. I was like, what is it? He's like, we found this when we were going through, our library stash, and it was the very last bottle of Chamberson.
Oh, man.
It was like a 13 or 14.
Wow.
And I think I opened it last year, either on Mom's anniversary. I think it was on Mom's birthday.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
now you wish you didn't open it.
dang almighty.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. I mean, we've had tons of amazing experiences, had tons of amazing wine, but I think that's one that I will always remember.
Yep. Well, so I have two. So both in the same winery, different wines. So Tempranillo was my very... You scared me for a second there. That's all right. You're good. I didn't need to talk anyway. Right. So my first wine I ever drank. So first off, I got made fun of for drinking Moscato. So we ended up at Landon, and I started drinking Tempranillo. Was my first red wine to drink. So incidentally, Tempranillo is now my very first first wine I made. So it's called Crimson Crush. It's also my very first grape that I actually crushed. So it's got a lot of firsts there. But for my very first fall in love varietal was Cab Franc. And Bob Landon had at that time a bourbon barrel Cab Franc. And I talked to Jason, and Jason said he's not going to do it again. And I've got 6 bottles left at the house. Wow. That year that I started drinking wine, I can't remember what vintage it is, but it was 5 years ago. So it had to be at least 2 more years prior to that. So it was at least 7 years old. And I told Bob that I've got some of that at the house, and he's been trying to bribe me for them now. But I mean, well, no, actually, I told him, I said 1 location for a bottle. I said, we'll still sell Landon wines, but the money goes to me. But I mean, that's what I love about wine, is because you always remember that one bottle that changed your course of life. It could be for the good, it could be for the bad, it could be for anything,
I think it's the
What's going on?
We got our glasses over here, but we need one more tasting.
Uh-oh.
There's Whitney.
There's Whitney.
The Tempranillo.
Hey, Will, we were talking about, in all the conversations, we go back to different festivals, wine festivals.
Yes.
So I think maybe you should throw a twig out there for people out there know.
Yes.
What Texas Vino role is going to be in that this year.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, it's a big bell there.
Yeah, it's a big thing this year.
I'm proud of example. So
I need to kind of clean up this clutter a little bit.
Ding your bell.
Oh.
Was he calling us a quarter?
No,
I was calling us.
I think he's talking about this right here.
I'm talking about this right here. I'm trying to.
not this mess.
Yeah, not this mess.
That mess.
Whitney, I was not calling him clutter, I promise. I haven't got you on camera or a microphone, Whitney. You know that, right?
I know. Think that's selective hearing?
Yes. Which table? Well, I can't see them because they won't look up at me. Well, you can put your hand over it. I'm still going to record. Yeah, it doesn't stop recording just because you put your hand over it.
Make sure to leave the part about cluttering.
Clutter?
I don't know.
Calling us clutter.
Oh, clutter? Oh, yeah, trust me. I'm going to leave everything in there. I don't, very rarely do I edit anything in.
He doesn't edit out. Trust me. He does not edit out.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, double fister. So
again, y'all are just jealous because I was a pro.
So when we were at Kiefer Saul doing the takeover there, she was drinking 2 wines and had 2 hands with wine. And we couldn't figure out why our wine bottles kept getting empty faster because she was drinking both of them.
That's not true.
It was true.
That's not true.
And the fact that you want to make eye contact with me.
Remember, you're in the corner. No. So he went on a tour. Ron Martin was given a tour, and I didn't go on the tour. And me and Pam Martin were in the tasting room, and they were taking way too long. And I was like, man, I need some wine. So I got a glass of my favorite Rosé Reserve out there. And then they came out, and they're like, well, it's time to go do the podcast. So I still had wine. Well, we got over to where we were doing the podcast, and Ron Martin had gone in and got a bottle of wine out and had glasses already set out for everybody. So I ended up with 2 glasses.
Perfectly good explanation.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
made 0 sense to me.
I know.
They were just.
How much wine have you had today?
This is the first.
All right. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll go back and watch the video and see how many glasses of wine you actually had. That was fun because every time you cling it, man, it's loud. I mean, it's like a whole.
It's like we don't need those eardrums.
You should have swirled your glass.
Well, yeah, I could have made it look better, couldn't I? Instead of just
Yeah, well, you know, and you could have shot it all over the floor, and then we had to clean up wine.
You're not supposed to swirl wine in the area. You're actually supposed to put it on a plate. So it's
Yeah, I know.
like that. But see, you see a lot of people that don't.
Yeah, they do like this.
It's not like this. Yeah.
Well, hey, put your hand down. Yeah.
Mine's too sticky. That won't work.
Unless you're from the street. I'm just drinking my wine.
Yeah, that's it.
So, tell me say, for our listeners out there, what is one thing that you wish you knew about wine when you first started drinking Texas wine?
There's a lot. But I think basically the different terroirs that we have in our state and the different places that the grapes come from and what a difference that makes in the taste of the wines. It doesn't really matter what the winemaker does to it.
Right.
It's the fruit. And I didn't realize that, you know, there was as much variety of locations as there were when I first started drinking.
Yep.
I've learned a lot from the places that I've worked, and I've also learned a lot from reading and listening to all
Thank you.
because I really am very, very interested in that.
Yeah.
But I'm too old to do anything about it. I'm just interested.
You're never too old. It's just too late.
There you go. Your mother's making another message.
You know, I have not yet made eye contact with her. I won't make eye contact with her at all day.
Okay.
In fact, even when we go home, she'll be asleep in the back seat, and I'm trying to have a conversation with her. Oh, your microphone's muted. Oh, now you can't talk.
Since I've been up since 4:30 this morning to get here to you,
Hey.
I've been watching those.
Absolutely.
So that means if I've been up since 5, that means I can go sleep too while I'm driving?
You do it most of the time anyway.
Does it program to go back to the hotel or your house like it does the winery?
Made it thing, and obviously Mom just validated it. Putting it on autopilot.
Oh, yeah. It helps me think. Okay, so
You can come with me to the
the
hotel
story behind that.
if you need to.
So we did Gainesville, and we were heading back, and we all had a craving for Mexican food. So we stopped at Uncle Julio's, and we sat down at the table. And we decided we weren't going to eat a big meal. We're just going to get chips and salsa and queso and guacamole. And so I said, let's get a shot of tequila too. After we've been drinking wine all day. That was it. I had a force
Oh,
of
you
margarita.
twisted that arm, held that gun to your head. Yeah. Held that gun to your head. Yeah.
You know,
The good thing is they put us in the correct side of the restaurant. So I'm thinking,
Yes.
We're over, we're hooping and cleaning, like,
Yes. Yeah. I think. Yeah. It's always fun. We enjoy doing this stuff, you know. But anything else? I mean, you didn't share. What's the one thing you yeah. Okay. Okay.
He made that from California. That campground had a hit.
Mm-hmm.
He opened it, and as soon as you opened the bottle, once the cork came out, you smelled it.
He came up to what?
Stormy.
And he likes work. We actually, of course, it has to do with the soil.
Right.
But he's admitted, I got you more texture drinks.
Yeah.
His wines have been, we said 180.
Mm-hmm.
If you order like 180, and his wines now, it's can't
He's still working on it.
yeah. Or those wines change so much.
Yep.
He's learned how to work with it.
Yep. Yep.
So, I guess the thing I think of is most of these guys have graduated from Texas school.
Mm-hmm.
And Texas great really all
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. So some exclusion. But for the California or the Argentinians that come up here to do wine making in Texas, it is a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty awesome because now it's a challenge to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the wouldn't have to figure out how to listen. Yeah, exactly.
So, Argentina, he's going to come in and he's got this idea of, okay, let's see, like, how can I go to the birds? Now you've got the middle of Texas wine.
Yeah.
Bringing more light flavor to the
Yep.
Any Texas wine, there's no, you said all these Sandra Lacey in a row. To me, that's one thing I realize that Texas wine, California wine, you can tell from the valley down to
Paso Robles. I don't know. I don't know California. It's just right now it's all being burned up. So
yeah, but those are the only two distinct tastes that are there. Texas, you get 5 or 6.
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
All the different terroirs.
It is.
Well, it is. It is.
Much.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a given. I mean.
This is the end of part 1. Next week, I will release the final part of this takeover party, and you can find this video later this week on YouTube. Until then, folks, cheers.